Hey guys, John here. Behind me, I have the brand new 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander. Let's get into it. So hey guys, John here. Welcome back to another video. Super excited about this one. We basically have in front of us, the very first time seeing it in person, the brand new 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander. Brand new vehicle for Toyota, a bigger version of the Highlander, not quite the size of the Sequoia, but it does beat the Sequoia in a lot of things on the inside that I will show you guys if you guys are in the market for a bigger three-row Toyota vehicle. So let me know down in the comments before I show you guys your first impressions. What do you guys think about this thing? And then also throughout the video, as I start to point out some features that this vehicle has, are you hyped about it? And would you consider owning one for your guys' self? So starting off at the front end, when I first saw this thing in the press materials, I really thought that it looked like a bigger RAV4. Now, when we got the teaser photos of the rear end of this Grand Highlander, I was like, dang, that lower valence kind of looks like a RAV4 a little bit. And then when I got to see the whole thing, definitely RAV4 vibes. In the front end, we have the Toyota signature trapezoid style grille, nice LED headlights. This one is the Platinum model with the Hybrid Max powertrain. There's gonna be 3 powertrains for this Grand Highlander, but this one's gonna be their performance hybrid system with 362 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. That will definitely get 7 passengers moving pretty fast. This color is called Storm Cloud. If you guys are used to the TRD Pro colors in the past, kind of like a cavalry blue, but a bit more darkish hues to it. And it is a gloss style paint. So I really like this paint. Kind of like a gray, but a matte blue at the same time. And then it's gloss, so there's no crazy metallic throughout it. We got 20-inch wheels on this one since it is the Platinum. And then coming around to the back, like I said, you kind of get those RAV4 vibes. No real hints of the current normal Toyota Highlander in this one. There are some pieces on the inside that kind of pay a nod to that one, but really just a path looking forward for Toyota here with a lot of these nice angled lines and everything too. So looking at the rear end, since this one is the more performance version Hybrid Max, we got dual tips here in the back. I really like the LEDs that go around here, and then check out your third brake light up here. So this is a full LED light that goes across. You have Grand Highlander down here right under the Toyota badge. I like that that's up there. On my Sequoia, actually, I know I keep referencing other vehicles, but my Sequoia, it says Sequoia down here, and I thought that that would have been a perfect place, and they did that with the Grand Highlander. We have the Hybrid Max badge. Tons of fun in this one. And the cool thing, getting on into the inside, spoiler alert for that, a lot of you guys were hoping that the rear seats would fold flat. I will show you that because the battery placement in this was very strategic. So we got color matched door handles on the side. Not a lot of kind of chrome on this one. This is a prototype model, so we will kind of see the differences between the actual production ones as it starts to get closer, and this one here that they're showcasing for us right now. But the fit and finishes really look good even on this pre-production one. So enough of the exterior, guys. I don't have that much time with it. Let's go ahead and go on to the interior. All right, so going on into the interior here, we're gonna start on the driver's side. This is the Platinum. We got tons and tons, even though this is a pre-production model, tons of soft touch materials everywhere. So you got soft touch up on the door cards, everything down here, tons of nice materials throughout it. Plastic up here, but you still do have soft touch going all across the dashboard. And then check out these seats. So we got some leather with some soft materials here. I forget the actual name of them. I'll put it on the screen for you guys, but tons of seat positions. These are 10-way power seats on the driver's side. You have 8-way power passenger seat on the passenger side. Taking a look real quick before you go in. If you guys have seen my Crown videos, since this is a Hybrid Max, very reminiscent to the Crown over here on this side, especially the gauge cluster right there. But we got some heated steering wheel in this one, electronic rear hatch for us too. This does have a 120 volt inverter on it. I'm gonna zoom out for you guys. We will turn it on real quick, at least just power wise, and see the whole startup screen. So the cool thing is that every Grand Highlander, no matter if it's the XLE, Limited, or Platinum, is gonna come with this 12.3-inch screen standard, which is nice. We have a fully customizable digital gauge cluster here. I messed around with this a bit on the Toyota Crown. So you have like 3 different gauges here. As you see when I go to the first gauge, second gauge, and third gauge. And the cool thing is too, is that you can toggle your left thing over here. So if you want that to be something different on the left side and not your eco score, you could change that, and you could change your stuff over there. So it's pretty cool that that's customizable. Looking at the center stack, a little bit kind of like the current Highlander, but definitely more updated. You have a nice shelf over here for the passenger side. You have USB-C right there also for the passenger. You'll notice that as a theme throughout this vehicle, that there is tons of charging stations, just like really making this thing a complete road trip vehicle. We have our 360 camera view right here, which is nice, and since the vehicle is not in drive or on, it's just going to give us a panoramic look of the vehicle, but it's cool too because you can kind of see through the vehicle as well. You have your wireless charger down here, same sort of shift knob that the Prius has and also the Toyota Crown. And then we have our traction control buttons, all of our mode buttons right here. You have Eco, Sport, Mud and Sand, Rock and Dirt, cup holders right there. And then a big thing back here, you will notice this from the Highlander that we currently have. So center console sliding thing right there. Ooh, and then we got the key right here, and it is one of the new style Toyota keys. That's pretty nice right there that they actually have Grand Highlander etched into the back of that too. It matches these bronze accents that the vehicle has too. We do have a panoramic moonroof. That's just a light so you guys can see. We have a panoramic moonroof in this one. Nice black headliner, LED lights in it too. We have all of our controls up here for the pano roof, but the big thing, guys, is this whole rear seat situation. And I know you guys are wondering about it, so let's go ahead and go back there. All right, so going into the back of this, we do have some shades on the doors, which is nice. Some soft touch materials follow into the back too, but storage everywhere, guys. Even for the center seats, we got storage right here. We have a nice step platform. I'll show you how I get into the back. For the rear occupants, you have your HVAC back here. So this is a 3-zone climate control. And in this Platinum version, we have heated and ventilated seats in the back. You have USB-C down here. We have our 1500 watt, 120 volt inverter right down there. And then this is a captain's chair setup in the back. And when you get a Platinum that is the Hybrid Max, the battery is right through here. So this is the only configuration that you can get the Platinum in, is with these captain's chairs. So if you add it up, you got 2, 4, and then 3 in the back. This is a 7-seater, and you can get a Grand Highlander as an 8-seater. So now we'll get into the back of the Grand Highlander. Tons of space right here, which is cool because you can slide this seat so you can sit pretty far forward, giving your rear occupants tons of space. Or if there's no one in the rear, you got a lot of space there too. And this front seat is actually right pretty much at the B pillar, which I would normally drive at. So this is pretty much me behind me in a driving position. I'm 5'11", tons of space. I mean, a whole hand's worth of space right here. And the cool thing, I can recline back too. We got HVAC up here, up in the ceiling. You got a grip right here. But then when you want occupants in the back, this seat folds down like that. It'll slide this way to give you access into the back. So with this center seat folded forward, you could see that we have a nice step right here, but then also going into it, you can see a little handle integrated right here. So very easy access to get into the back. You could step up on this platform, grab this handle right here to access the rear seats. Okay, so sitting in the back of the Grand Highlander, I actually have quite a bit of space. This front seat, I mean, they have ample space right in front of me. And again, 5'11", I'm sitting back here with my knees a little bit on this, but the cool thing is in the back right here is we can recline this seat back. So obviously you're gonna lose a bunch of storage space. The storage space is 7 carry-on items in the back with these seats fully up. Now, if you fold these seats all the way down, fold these seats down, it's very close to 98 cubic feet of storage space back here. That's bigger than the Sequoia, that's more than the 4Runner. With all the seats down, this Grand Highlander has tons and tons of space. And the cool thing is that these seats fold completely flat. I know that was a complaint for a lot of people with various other vehicles, well, really just one, but these seats fold completely flat because the batteries, like I said, are right under this whole center space. Continuing with the theme of USBs is we have USB-C right here. For the back passengers, you have your HVAC up there like I showed you. Cup holders right here, I mean 2 more cup holders. Armrests right here, and then it is also the same over here on this side. So you got more USB-Cs, more cup holders and storage, HVAC back here too. I mean, the back of the Grand Highlander is definitely a place to be. And looking at my legs, again, this is 5'11", got a decent amount of space right here. And then to get out real quick, move that forward, and you can get out. And then the cool thing is when you get out, you can put your hand right here if you really need to assist yourself in getting out. But let me show you guys real quick. Maybe we'll just leave that seat right there. Look at this. Tons and tons of space back here for sure. So obviously this will depend if you're road tripping with a bunch of stuff, or, you know, just going out with family for like a birthday dinner or something like that, but lots of space. Now let's look at all the storage space in the back. All right, so standard feature of the Grand Highlander, especially on this Platinum though, automatic rear lift gate, giving us access to our whole cargo area. So when these seats are up, these rear seats, when they're up, they say 7 carry-on bags. I mean, depending on who you are, your carry-on bag may be freaking huge or small, but 7 carry-on bags back up in here, and then they do fold completely flat. To fold these seats completely down, we're just gonna lift up right here. See the headrest? It's gonna fold down itself. Now we have a nice flat storage space right here, and then also the captain's chairs or the bench seat, depending on the model that you have, those will fold flat too. Tons of space back here, good height as well. Then when you want to pull them back up, however you want, and then you also have some storage down here too. So guys, that is it with the Grand Highlander. Again, down in the comment section, let me know what you think about this first look, your guys' impressions on it. Does it meet some of the standards you guys were thinking of? Does it excel at even more? Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, and I will catch you all in the next one.